right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Unboxing video number 50, the big 50.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. Oh
Not
boy,
to
oh boy.
50!
Yeah, not to 50. Ah.
Ah!
Yep. Do you hear that, Fezzik? That is the sound of the ultimate unboxing.
The ultimate unboxing.
Yes,
Yes,
the SOS Bros, they make it now.
Yeah, and I just had my birthday recently.
You did indeed.
And I turned 50.
Not that old yet. No.
No, I am. It's
yeah.
a really good, you know,
Nice round number.
Anime skincare that I'm starting.
I see.
Yes. You just look at waifus constantly, and
There you go.
You just look younger.
Yep, that's right. Uh-huh. It's that whole, like, 3 days, 5 days, 2 weeks, you know, after getting into anime thing.
Exactly.
But, yeah, we have a few packages.
We have a few packages
for this one.
We have letters, and we thank you so much for sending them, y'all. We
Yes.
have our P.O. Box address in the description of the video. If you guys want to send us anything, that's awesome. Just make sure it's not anything consumable.
Indeed.
Or living. That would be
Yeah.
you know, wonderful.
Especially since there can be some time in between these unboxings. If it was living, it might not be living by the time we get it. So, you know.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
it might become living by the time it gets here. You know?
Exactly.
Right,
yeah, there might be a package in this one sent from a friend of mine that was trying to send something to me but didn't know my address, and it might have been a consumable, and it might have been tossed out by the UPS people. I'm not sure, but
we shall see.
Yeah,
We shall see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for these, and yeah, thanks for making this one be a pretty exciting one. So,
Indeed.
Yeah, we had a package that, a letter that was sent from a previous one. It was not able to be gotten to, but it was also a read off screen. So,
Indeed.
Megan, thank you so much for the letter.
Yep.
Appreciate it a lot.
All right, shall we just get at the very least this one out of the way?
Yeah. Let me get this
Oh,
start
boy.
start the letter process here. Yeah. Okay. Ah. Everywhere. Okay.
Tis but a scratch.
Tis indeed but a scratch. Oh, is this TF?
I do believe it
I
is.
think I recognize this handwriting anywhere. Yes, to Messieurs Caleb and Jacob. Greetings. 'Tis I, TF, writing to you from the Far East. I trust you fine gentlemen are doing well, and by grace I hope you may read this letter in time to express my well wishes for Messieurs Caleb's day of birth. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. The mailman, oh no, I'm dying. 50 will be the end of me. The mailman of recent times has not been up to snuff. If the oceans remain wide and miles many, I know not when this letter may deliver itself into your hands. True. It is a thing when shipping things internationally. And that's the bottom of my old-timey writing barrel. TF here, and happy birthday, Caleb. Seriously, mailing letters feels like pre-internet with all the delays. Every letter since December has been late or lost. Yeah, I think it's just the thing of where there's been a lot of stuff backed up in general, and now they're starting to get things moving, but that means things get lost, yeah. And with your change in unboxing schedule, I have no idea when you'd actually see this. Casting words into a seeming void.
Yeah.
Is this what Twitter feels like? Oh, possibly. But you
If
get
only.
more than that. You get a lot more characters to use in this one here.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the present hit. Caleb, I'm sending you yet another trilogy, The Green Bone Saga. Okay. It's part of my Asian authors binge. Last letter, I mentioned that Chinese fantasy, medieval equivalent, tends to fall on a spectrum, superpowered physical martial arts on one end, and full-blown supernatural fae stuff on the other. Similar examples in anime would be Hunter x Hunter and Noragami, respectively. In fact, remember the non-Hatsu parts of Nen, i.e. everything in Heaven's Arena arc? That basically explains the genre's mechanics right down to hiding or unleashing auras and strengthening objects. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Though clearly Tagashi's storytelling is hard to match. Anyway, Green Bone Saga. It's an urban fantasy take on the genre, feels roughly around 1950s or so, with the powers explained away via the use of magic green rocks, i.e. Jade. We follow the siblings of a major criminal clan in the midst of a clan war. Unlike a similar premise in Western fantasy, cough cough, Thief Assassins Guild, the clans are woven into the fabric of society. The young, dashing war heroes of yesteryear moved on to rebuilding the country, and now their families are businessmen and politicians, all without ever having laid down arms. Order a hit at lunch, parliamentary meeting in the afternoon, followed by a charity ball in the evening, all in a day's work. I have not played the Yakuza series, but from what I understand of history, you might get similar vibes. Then again, they issue announcements to the public for their wars. Criminal might not be accurate here. Okay, our POV characters are sufficiently nuanced and flawed, and you follow their development as they navigate a world where clan, not individual, is the most important facet of life, or fact in life. Because of the time era, this is a global world with modern world issues. International politics, immigrant racism, experiences of migrants versus diaspora. And through it all, it's backed by the kind of action you'd see in 80s Hong Kong movies. This area is probably the biggest weakness of this series. Not much in the way of prose. Just simple, effective writing. It reads like an action movie, something a young Jackie Chan would have directed and starred in, just less comedy. For me, having grown up with those movies, this is a plus. Okay, cool. Yeah. On the topic of stories I grew up with, there are actually other classics I wanted to introduce you to, ones that are as influential to their genre as Lord of the Rings or Star Wars. However, official translations are, oh boy, incoming rant. So, Chinese, tonal language, and follows a one-word, one-syllable system. Even when you go full dramatic, flowery prose, there's a certain pacing and cadence to the words. But for whatever reason, official translations tend to go literal word for word. A stock phrase for describing a dazzling beauty where even animals swoon goes from 4 syllables to the fish will smile and the cormorants will fall from the sky. I read that in a published translation. No joke. But wait, there's more. They apply that to character names as well. Example, Ruby. Following their logic, Yang would become Dragon Yang. Sun would become Enlightened Sun.
Okay.
Sure, okay. Something like that. That's the level of butchery the official translations do. I'm glad there are more authors who write in English while drawing from Asian themes and setting these days, so I can actually read and recommend these stories without having to be a literary pain every other line. All right, deep breath. Rant over. Now, bros, I know your recent reactions continue to be excellent. Invincible was a surprise. Mushoku Tensei continues to surprise me. Sadly, I'm behind on all your reactions. The work health conflicts have gotten worse again. It's not just spinning off new franchises anymore. It's a whole new goddamn studio now. Maybe one day my woes will actually pierce the heavens. These days, brain processing power is shrinking. Some days, I need to re-watch your vids to absorb your discussion. One thing struck me though. Mushoku Tensei is one of the earlier genre codifiers for isekai, and it's done a great job at character exploration. Then we look at the sea of over-the-top, power fantasy, game mechanics, copying light novel adapted isekai anime with more words in their titles than episode count. It just begs the question, what went wrong? I don't know! I think there's a couple things that are easy to guess and be somewhat accurate, but the unfortunate thing is that it's probably a myriad of little things that all add up.
Death by a thousand cuts.
Yeah, I think the one that stands out to me the most is that there's so much content coming out that the stuff that is bubbling up to the surface is that minor deviation on a proven trend that then gets adapted. But it's something that is built off of a trend, so the studios that go for it aren't necessarily looking for something that they're going to, put their collective artist's creed and like passion behind, unless you have something like ReZero Season 2.
I could totally
or
see
Mushoku Tensei.
And I could
those are
absolutely,
the exceptions.
And I could totally see there being something where those exist, those other ones that like are doing something really original.
Sure.
But maybe just no one knows about them.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, mass-producing works has issues, but even action shonen didn't get this bland. It's true. It's just true. And if anything, the biggest problem I think that action shonen deal with right now is adaptation/production issues and not actually the like the works themselves having trends that are taking them in negative directions. I would say that shonen in general has just gotten better and better and better and better, and things just continually evolve, and there's wonderful new things that come up to the surface, and you're like, oh, look at this, this is really good, this is really cool. And that's all the brain processing power I have, so I'll end here. Also, the post office closes in an hour. Happy belated birthday, Caleb. This is fine. This is great. Thank you. Once again, messieurs, may your discourse be ever astute, and your tastes and culture be ever refined. Take care, TF. TF,
thank you, TF.
Your letters are just
a gem.
Amazing. S tier letters. They're so much fun to read. You have such a wit and bite that is really fun.
It is wonderful
whenever we get to read yours. So
all right,
appreciate it.
Now let's do the next one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, maybe I put that down too quickly.
So certain you were.
Just like in those, I don't know, spy movies. Put it down and then you have to pick it back up. Okay. To Caleb and Jacob. Hi there. TF here again. My past few letters had delays, so I hope this arrives in time for April.
Oh.
This time around... Yeah, so...
oh, that's unfortunate.
So, yeah, by the way, in case you're watching this and you did not catch the update from the previous unboxing, we decided to do a less regular unboxing release schedule because, you know, there wasn't as much stuff coming in. So, yeah, TF, thank you for the extra letter. Double prizes for this one.
We're going back in time.
Exactly. Yep, the letter that leapt through time. In time for April. It did arrive in time for April. This time round, I'm starting early. The same week you had to cancel your Attack on Titan discussion stream. I hope whatever ails you is gone by the time you read this. It definitely is. Anyway, happy birthday, Jacob. Oh, hey, we got birthday letters in the same video.
Yes.
May your heart's desires come to fruition, and we picked the right ones too. I mean that in a non-literal genie kind of way. Heads up. I could only find a mix of hard and soft covers for this series. I'll do my best to find alternatives, but apologies, you might have to suffer the sight of a non-matching book series. Shush, OCD, not now. This year's books have a theme. Asian stories. Actually, not right. It's authors of Asian descent with books that draw inspiration from that heritage. Now, I'm of Chinese blood myself, in a country where I'm part of the racial majority. So while big old mainland over there is, oh, that's the country my great-great-grandparents come from, the stories in mythology, literally, the songs of my people. I've always wanted to find good stories to share, but, you know, we don't have the power of anime or K-pop to push awareness.
K-pop and anime are pretty powerful.
They are powerful things, yeah. And translated works have issues. We understand those a bit now.
Yes. We looked into the future and
Indeed.
saw that, yes.
I'll say, whose memories are these? I'll save the rant for another time.
Yes, you did.
You did, yeah. Oh, right, the series. Poppy War series. I've heard of this one. By R.F. Kwang. Might have heard of it. Some chatter online. Yep.
Oh, these did arrive.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we opened them in the previous unboxing. So this letter...
Oh, the letter took longer.
The letter took longer for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
sorry, TF.
Sorry. Now for the Chinese equivalent of medieval fantasy. They usually fall on a sliding scale. One end is supernatural martial arts fantasy, key blasts and all that. The other end is supernatural fantasy, ghosts and creatures in different realms of the world. The Journey to the West is strictly here. For an anime in an equivalent genre, Noragami is pretty spot on. I see. Yeah. So your letter didn't get lost. It's just that we took a really long time to get it.
Right.
And do a video for it. For this series, the fantasy elements are all from the supernatural side, and some of the characters are borrowed from Journey and other classics.
Okay.
The world setting, though, is strictly gritty, grimdark realism amid mid-20th century China.
I think actually there was an addendum to the books that was sent because I remember reading a couple of things like this.
Gotcha.
And updates on the books and stuff. So this might be some stuff that we've heard before too.
Yeah. I know Caleb's more of the history buff, but I don't expect you to be familiar with the history on this side of the world anyway.
Yeah, not as much, no.
Given the nature of the topic, I'll try to give context in a more lighthearted way. So, early mid-20th century. Remember that grand big party over in Europe? Thrown by the dudes from Schnitzelland and Pasta City? Fellas had drip, and their mustache game was on point. Anyway, over here on big ol' mainland, a different party was going on. We tend to forget our Sushi Town bros are buds with the Schnitzelland and Pasta City dudes too. Their party games, let's just call them differently creative.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the thing is, I know some of this history, because I think I know what they're getting into, yeah.
Before that, there were a whole bunch of guests who came over and bullied the hosts into letting them stay without rent. Ate all their food and drank all of the tea too. Left all their poppy snacks everywhere. The hosts were pretty much the butt monkey for everyone. Then a certain red chairman argued with everyone, threw all the guests out, and started cleaning house. And that's how we get to here today.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of shit that went down. Yeah.
This is definitely putting
This is a very creative little writing spin on it. That was fun.
Yeah. Let it be known, an attempt was made with the cool
kids lingo.
With the cool kids lingo. Ah, yeah. That's the inspiration for this series setting. So yes, right in the grimdark category.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I found it more than the Song of Ice and Fire, around similar to Red Rising. It's an interesting one. The setting is Chinese, but the storytelling convention is strictly Western. It draws from supernatural fantasy, but it is all about that gritty realism.
Gotcha.
I hope you'd find it refreshingly different enough to be enjoyable. And if nothing else, Jacob, a phoenix is featured prominently.
Yeah,
I see.
Because we got the books in the previous unboxing, I went and did some research on them, and it very much seems to have that, like, Hunger Games had that slight bit of inspiration in the structure of some of the Viva la Revolution kind of aspects of the story, but it's a very, like, prominent, like, anti-hero, like, revolutionist kind of storyline.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Moving on to more lighthearted stuff. Zombie idols! Yes, Zombieland Saga reactions are back. More shenanigans from our immortal undead comedians, idols, and their one-of-a-kind producer. And now that I'm watching VTubers, there's a surprising amount of parallels between the Hololive idols and Fran Shosho. Technically immortal, hidden secret life, sheer ridiculous antics, but absolutely banging singing and performances. They even have their own zombie idol. That's true, yes.
Yeah.
She's something else, though. Enough maniac energy to rival the whole of Fran Shosho. I mean, her name's Kureiji Ollie. That should be a hint. Anyway, yes, the anime. If my fingers are correct, you should be at episode 8 or 9. Well,
unfortunately, this did not age well, but that's okay.
It didn't. Tai and Yuguri focus episodes. Yes, we've been waiting for these
since season 1.
Since season 1, yes, we have.
Yeah.
My favorite episodes in the whole show. Yuguri's because of what it means for the story, and in my opinion, the best song in the show. Junko's 2 episodes are Arc. Arc and Bonafide rock song is pretty good too. And Tai's, because, well, it's Tai.
Yes.
Exactly. Plus, there's that reminder that pompadours are, in fact, the symbol of peak healthy masculinity. Flopping around like crazy. Yep. Even the droopy ones are just mellowed with wisdom. Seriously, I don't think I've watched an anime this wholesome on my own time in a long while. And to think that I first caught it because I thought I was getting into a horror anime. Ah, yes. Last thing before I end off. You bros have a lot of new reactions. Excellent selection as usual. I can't keep up with them all, not with work and health in the way. But Legend of Vox Machina. Every week, I have to turn off the video before we reach the spoilers section. If only I had a few hundred more hours of knowledge. Damn it! Ah, yes. Yeah. Just a few hundred more hours.
Yeah,
It'd be no problem, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's enough of my pen scratchings. For now, Jacob, enjoy your birthday and the books. Caleb, I've chosen your books. A little hint. It involves magic green stones. Nope, not kryptonite.
I think it's jade, Jacob.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you might be onto something.
Hopefully
That's
I'm
all.
not too jaded.
Yeah, that's all, bros. Take care. Have fun with your reactions, and above all, stay safe. Regards, TF.
Thank you.
BS forgot page numbers. I guess some lessons need to be relearned. No, it was just fine.
Yeah, thank you very much for.
Oh, more on the back.
Oh.
Sorry, bros. More brain farts. Think I wrote the wrong name on the parcel, and it might have arrived in March instead.
Yeah.
Maybe I got it corrected, but who knows? I need sleep. Damn it. Thank you, Tia. You are a treasure.
Incredible stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was great. We
Oh,
both
that's
got a
so
TF
fun.
letter
We
to read in
did,
the same
at the same
unboxing.
time. Yes. Oh man, that's so good. Oh my god.
This is a very official looking letter.
Yeah, this one looks like we're about to get
Like a
serviced, you know.
Yeah,
Be
yeah,
like,
exactly.
All right, you guys,
You have been served. Come to
come to our country. We're going to fight you.
right. You have jury duty.
Yes, across the seas. Hello, Caleb and Jacob. I'm back with more Haikyuu facts. I hope you guys are well and taking care of yourselves. I'm so glad you're reacting to Ste C. I actually just started it myself, and I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that you guys started it as well a week later. It's been a while since I've watched something by myself that actually made me laugh out loud. The music and the voice actors are absolutely amazing, and makes the show that much more hilarious. Yeah, I don't think I have enough breath in my lungs sometimes when I watch
Nope.
a Ste C.
It feels like we're being violently punched in the chest and forced to laugh.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
it's exhausting,
incredible.
frankly.
Yeah. Fun fact, the voice actors for Psyche's parents are actually married in real life. It makes their banter and lovey-dovey behavior that much sweeter. Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible.
So good.
I don't want to make this letter too long, so on to the Haikyuu facts. I really hope you're enjoying these. Yeah, we do. Yeah, thank you. These are more focused on what the creator went through when creating the manga and their thoughts throughout the process. Okay. The air salon pause smell when Hinata first entered the gym in the junior high tournament was the creator's own experience to their gymnasium in high school.
Cool.
Oh, cool, yeah. When matches begin, the mangaka often said that they didn't really know what was going to happen, and they didn't usually decide on composition of frames in advance either, lol. Some really dynamic scenes and imagery were thought of the same week they drew it. They tried their best to think ahead for the sake of the plot, but they just couldn't do it. They tried to structure games so they would get more and more intense, but it would take them days thinking it through properly, so they usually went with how an actual volleyball game would unfold, prioritizing volleyball over the story. They sometimes regretted it since it hindered the plot. That is incredible. Because that's the thing that I've always thought about if I ever was involved in the like the process of helping make an Ultimate Frisbee anime, and I'm like, how would I actually structure a game to make the story more dramatic, but also make it seem like it's an actual real Ultimate Frisbee game? And I'm like, wait a minute, you might have to make cut some corners in that regard. But in actuality, because things were so realistic for volleyball and stuff, it's something where you can show Haikyuu to a professional volleyball player, and they'll be like, oh, this is legit, this is good stuff. For example, they would want Hinata to interact with a particular character who comes in, but then realize that Hinata is supposed to be on the bench during that rotation. But they said that if you prioritize the plot over logic, the games wouldn't make sense, and that having the story unfold around the natural flow of the game is more realistic.
Sure.
Furudate usually came up with the ending of matches within the last 10, sometimes 5 to 6 chapters before the end. Like, oh shit, I guess this is how it's gonna go. That's crazy. As the series progressed, coming up with characters that wouldn't clash with each other got more difficult. They usually started with deciding whether the carrot is a bokeh, does or says something stupid, or a tsukomi, or reacts or retorts. So rather than trying to give a character a personality, it was easier to build them using conversation. They emphasized that the bokeh tsukomi dynamics changed with different interactions. Like Hinata is a tsukomi when it comes to Kageyama, but a bokeh when it comes to Daichi.
Interesting.
Oh, so maybe that's why the law of twos in Haikyuu is
prepackaged
very
for
much
shipping
a thing.
and everything is because that's how you do
You
it.
bring 2 in, 1 of each at a time, yeah. As the series progressed, coming up with character... Oh, yeah, sorry. These interactions also helped them determine if the character was established. For example, Kageyama is really confident and somewhat egoistic. but he still listens to his senpais. He addresses them with their last names, for example, saying Azumane-san, not Asahi-san, which makes him feel both like a strong-willed athlete, but also still a high school student. So the creator actually spent quite a bit of time figuring out nicknames and who would call who what. Yo, that's
cool.
a big deal. And that's also something that, yes, absolutely happened through the story, for sure. The manga based many characters off some stereotypes, but then gave them a weird twist to make them feel more human. Suga, for instance, was portrayed as a pretty boy, yes, for sure.
Mr. Refreshing.
And felt kind of ethereal in the beginning. But Furudate said that it didn't feel like they would be able to have any kind of connection to him or figure out his personality, so they weirded him out a bit. Yes, they did.
And it's wonderful.
They wanted to show that Suga's not the cool, sophisticated, and dependable vice captain.
Nice.
Tendo kind of appeared out of nowhere. When they looked at Shiratorizawa as a team, they realized they needed a mood maker and a jokester. So they had to be a third year who could mess around with Goshiki, a first year. Yes, the up-and-coming ace, yeah. And since Shiratorizawa is about individual strength, they made him a guest blocker. That technique is very intuitive and based on gut feeling, which came the strange lone wolf type. So the character had to be somewhat unique, and thanks to that, he may probably be the only one who could speak to Ushijima bluntly. And that's how Tendo's character came to be, and his interactions with the Ushijima was what really brought out his personality.
That makes a lot of sense.
He's the perfect contrast to Ushijima, yeah.
Yep, because Ushijima is so serious. Like, so serious.
Kageyama represented all the irritation the author felt in high school. They burdened him with their own flaws. Whoa.
Interesting.
In the beginning, when Kageyama was thinking about how he'd rather do everything himself in a game, that was actually something they had on their mind in high school, even though they admitted that their skill level was nowhere near his. Okay, I will tell you, this is a very common ego problem of, like, so many athletes. I will say that myself, not an extreme athlete by any sense of it, meaning, like, I kind of identify with my skill level is not high. For my sport specifically, my skill level is competent. Like that's just enough, right? But in terms of that feeling, when you're kind of feeling like you're hot shit and you start to figure it out, but you realize that you're just getting out of your first initial pond that you started in, and you need to transition to the next pond. Then you realize, oh wait, I'm dog shit. Like I'm actually horrible at this game, and I have a lot to learn. And that's kind of what Kageyama experiences a little bit as he grows up through the course of, the story and stuff. He's meeting other setters that make him look, like a peer, not some god on the court. The mangaka worked on Hinata's personality a lot. He's a sunny type, but they wanted him to be different from other famous protagonists like Goku and Luffy.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, here we go, because I definitely feel the Luffy comparison for sure. As many of them were bokeh, according to them. So they really wanted to create a Tsukomi one. So they made Hinata not an airhead when it comes to dealing with people. He's careful with people's feelings and maintaining the necessary distance. He knows what to say and what not to say.
Cool.
From previous experience, Furudate realized that it was hard to draw a character they didn't have anything in common with, and decided to never go for a character too different from themselves. So Hinata's anxiousness, the way he sometimes retorts in his head, kind of rubbed off on him from the creator themselves. They also made him get scared easily and overthink things. Right. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, here we go. The author didn't put any quote-unquote villains in the story because they felt it didn't really apply well in a realistic volleyball manga and would have felt forced and out of place.
God.
What do you know? One of the best things about Haikyuu was something that the author specifically was like, no, that would feel forced and out of place.
Because it does.
It absolutely
does. I don't know how, why it's put up with so often. Probably just, I can imagine conventions of just that's how things have been done, so it continues to be done, but I think it's you don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need it. I think it's the desire in a lot of shonen to have a rival character.
Sure.
A rival character does not need to be one you have to literally fight.
Right.
Kageyama and Hinata fight, quote unquote, all the time. In fact, they actually do have a fight in season 2.
That's and in season 1, that's their defining characteristic. Is that they hate each other, right? They're constantly at each other's throats.
But it's all verbal, and they're on the same team. So
exactly.
In a lot of ways, even when fucking Oikawa or Ushijima comes in, they're not villains.
Right.
They're not villains.
Yeah.
They have desires, they have motivations, they're on another team and they want to win.
Right.
But no, they are not a villain.
They're not just
evil.
like, ho ho, I will come in here and be the bad guy.
Yeah. Getting family involved and trying to show family drama or circumstances were also difficult.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I'm glad they're going into this. They
Yeah.
weren't confident enough and felt they wouldn't do it justice if they were to include these issues while focusing on the volleyball aspect of the story, since they mainly just wanted to create a manga that said, volleyball is fun. Did that. You
It did that very well.
You mentioned, or they mentioned that if the drama isn't directly tied to volleyball, it won't fit in.
That does make sense.
When creating the character profiles, like charts showing birthdays, likes, dislikes, etc., the mangaka kind of regretted not using a more ridiculous category, like, if a child and a dog are drowning, who is this character going to help? Or do they eat their favorite food first or leave it for last? Or how would they behave at a buffet? The creator said that if these kinds of topics came up and we could describe how a character would behave, then that character has a personality. If we can't, then the readers likely can't either. You might actually see if a character has a personality based on such specific situations rather than simple profiles.
That's a really good character writing
I
tip.
do think that is a really good tip, yeah. And in a lot of ways, going more specific in your background stuff that is your, like, internal consistency notebook for, like, how a character acts in these circumstances can then be extrapolated out of to the more general stuff. Furudate wanted to add more slice-of-life chapters where they just lounge around doing nothing.
Yes. Please.
You can still do that. You can make a spin-off manga. You know, you can
Right.
do it. Like, please do this. But we're too scared that readers would get bored, so they cut them all out. Even though many readers have expressed that they would have loved to see this.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things.
It's because
Fucking idiots out there have scared these mangaka and being like, it has to be exciting.
Because the
and
thing is,
action-packed.
having things be exciting and action-packed, that's good. That's fun. That's great. But Furudate was probably right.
Probably right, yeah.
Is that even though there are a ton of awesome fans that would be like, that, please, that's the good shit. Give it to us now. There would also be people that are like,
it just might not have sold as well.
yeah.
And then the anime might not have been as good. Who knows? Yeah. Well, that's all for now. I hope this fills that haiku void while we wait for season 5. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much and stay safe. Until next time, AWZ. Thank you so much for this. Oh,
that was great.
I love this.
That was awesome.
I really loved hearing about the Bokeh Tsukomi bit.
Yeah.
And the no villains bit because I totally got that impression going through the anime, especially once we got to season 3. And in some ways, Ushijima had been built up over the course of the whole show thus far to be this god level, player. And so when we finally meet him, we're like, oh, he's kind of just a simple farm boy who's really fucking strong.
Right, he's really good at volleyball, but
treats the sport very, very seriously. If anything, Tendo came the closest to having that slightly malevolent playfulness.
Right.
But even then, he ended up like being like, ooh, Pipsqueak's pretty legit. Like, this is cool. Kageyama's scary,
Right.
Like, it was a good time. But yeah, the void is real, and we will wait for season 5.
Indeed.
Okay, so we're gonna open all these books. I think they're from the same person.
Yeah,
but let's do yours first.
All right. Let's see. Sometimes there are just packages, and it's like I haven't seen one of this shape before. How does this open?
Yeah, unboxing videos like this are like half the reason why I want to change up our setup.
Oh yeah.
So we can have it all like visible and stuff like that.
Sure. That way you can see the masterpieces of just how these things are put together.
How they get demolished as well by our
too.
Our shitty knife work and wrangling.
All right, I think I actually did pretty good.
Oh my god, you did it amazingly.
Yeah.
And a letter.
And I chose the right side too.
Yeah, read the letter first.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Greetings. This is my first time writing you a letter, and I've just joined your Discord.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, thank you. That's great to have you. But I follow you since, thanks, the very beginning of your JoJo reactions.
Ooh, wow.
I usually dislike watching reactions, writing my opinions and sharing my creations, but I have to congratulate you for being an exception for all of these things.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I've sent you something I made some years ago, translated for the occasion, to share with you. My opinion about something I am in love with. RPGs.
Oh.
It's not something that I want to say, but I want you to feel it. So the box is an adventure that I hope you will find some time to play. That sounds so cool.
Okay.
The only thing I've not included are dice and a GM. But I assume you already have some, as men of culture.
Indeed.
Yes. A rare commodity, though. I promise it's not long. It can be cleared in an afternoon or 2 evenings, plus some study time for the GM in advance. I've tried my best to put myself and my ideal game style in those pages, and I'm sure you will like it. You can take a peek at the introduction if you want, but I recommend to not open all the envelopes before being ready to play, mostly to avoid scattering the pages.
Okay.
Friendly yours, Bad Weather 3188.
Cool.
P.S. Contact me if you realize something is missing or I made too many translation errors. I'll try to provide a digital version.
Oh, that's
Thank
so
you
sweet.
so much.
You are the first person to ever do this.
Yeah, that. Oh man. GM notes.
So let's not open it at all.
Yeah, not
Just-
open it, but
Just, they sent us a full-on, like, RPG adventure, like a TTRPG adventure. It's called The Lonely Spire, a one-shot adventure for 3 to 6 players in a lonely, isolated village full of terror, mystery, and character-driven events that leads to an unexpected truth. Is it good, bad, or both?
that is so cool.
This is the coolest shit.
That is
Bad Weather,
Thank you.
I know that you're joining up with the Discord events this season. You are probably going to like the kinds of things I have for y'all in the Discord. Shout out to the Discord events that are starting very, very soon. So jump into the Discord if you want to be involved in that.
Yeah.
Well, that is super cool.
But thank you. I never thought that we would ever get sent something like that, and that is just plain awesome.
That is literally like the coolest shit, yeah. Ah! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get that good tear.
That good sound. Can you hold a couple of these?
Yeah.
All right, book number 1. Let's see what we got here. One Piece! Oh, nice! Volume 99! Hell yeah!
Oh boy.
Oh, Lin on the front too.
That's a big mama
Mono
right there.
Part 10. Yeah. Okay, I wonder.
Massive mother.
I wonder what the next ones of these are going to be. Oh, cool. Look at fucking Chopper. Just like, murder!
Chopper's ready to kill a bitch.
Yeah, Chopper's like, I'm gonna kill them all.
Yep.
And
that's
okay. That's really good. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you.
this. Okay, so let's open all of them because I think they might all be.
Oh yeah.
They might all be the Jade thing in here.
I believe so. Because
Yes, this is a trilogy. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so this
That's
is
very cool.
This is the Jade War.
And I gotta say, thick.
This is books 2 and 3. Jade War and Jade Legacy. These are really thick books. Good old 700 pager for book 3, and let's see,
The clap of these
600
page
for book
cheeks.
2. And nice, a good like opener for book 1. Also having the classic green for the starting one there.
Indeed.
And it looks like this one is a, let's see, 472. 493. That's pretty close.
That's
But bam.
that's a good amount of
Thank
paper
you
right there.
very much for this. I'm
thank you.
very excited to check this out. Okay, what is our background here? Jade is the lifeblood of the city of Chanlun, a stone that enhances a warrior's natural strength and speed. It is mined, traded, stolen, and killed for, all controlled by 2 families equal in their power and ruthlessness. What a modern drug emerges that allows anyone, even foreigners, to wield Jade. Simmering tension between the 2 clans erupts into open war.
Fun.
Okay, that's cool. It sounds very Dune-esque.
Sure, yeah.
Having a
He
commodity.
who controls the
He
jade.
controls the Jade, controls the
Yeah.
the universe or the.
Right.
Okay, so we were sent a very big box. I believe I know
Yep.
who this is from.
It
because they
is
sent to me a warning
It
about
is
this
indeed
one.
from who you think it is.
It is. It has my name on it, I think.
It does.
Yep. Oh my god. How do we attack this?
Well, The same way you read One Piece, one volume at a time.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go this route.
Good luck.
Here.
Yeah. Oh, we even fit that in the space in front of us.
We don't.
Yeah.
Just making sure nothing address-wise is shown on the
Right.
camera here. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
This is a big boy.
It's a thick boy.
Oh man.
Whoa. Oh! We got a letter.
All right.
All right. Greetings, Elder Zikutar here. Hey. Hopefully this reaches you around your birthday. I spoke of these items in my last letter, and I think you confused another fan's books gifts as mine.
Ah,
right.
right, because
the letter
trilogy
hadn't gotten there. Regarding the 3 items in this box, Jacob, know that you are not alone in your belief that simply being the first character the protagonist meets should not guarantee them the victory, and that personal growth and courage should really win the day.
Yeah. And I know what you're talking about. You're talking about romance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Caleb, yours got a bit of an upgrade over the last couple months, so I found a much more fitting item for you. 60 deaths deserves a trophy.
60 deaths. What's that referencing?
Oh no.
60 deaths against like a particular boss.
I think I know what's going on here.
Oh boy.
I think I know what's going on here. Also, these were originally going to be sent for the holidays, so there is an ornament for the 2 of you that really would function more as just a display piece, considering you don't usually wear your unboxing necklace collection anymore. Yeah, unfortunately.
That's right. I remember when we did that.
Yeah. Regardless, the few worthy of wearing such a trinket are the few that know of the true suffering required to achieve the rank. I might know what you're referring to. I'm watching Banana Fish for the first time along with you guys. Oh, cool. Imagine my surprise when in episode 6 they leave New York and end up right where I live on Cape Cod. Its accuracy in regards to the Cape is understandably so-so. It is basically a coastal area. And yes, Ash is right to be sick of the fact that it never really stops being windy and that there's not a lot to do here. There's a fair amount of the Cape that looks exactly like what they show, though. Cool. Also, thank you, Jacob, for taking the time to read my sister's letter. It meant a lot to both of us. That was a really sweet letter.
Thanks.
Yes.
It was a great letter.
Gratefully entertained, Elder Zikutar. Thank you so much. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
So
is this. I'm gonna take the biggest thing out last.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, so let's pull that out first. Oh my gosh. Jacob!
What?
You're gonna be so happy.
Oh my god.
Ba-ba!
Yes, exactly. Because Yui is fantastic.
Yes, she
and
is.
and I love Origairu as a show. It's a fantastic show. It's a wonderful show. But damn it, there are some parts where I'm like, fight the salt, fight it. Holy shit. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh my god. We need to get a jar head to match.
Yeah, can you hold this?
Oh yeah,
The
right.
box is too big. I gotta get it out of here.
Oh man. Yeah, that heft feels like about 60 deaths right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just about. I'm pretty sure I know exactly.
Man, I had to
What
I
this
had to beat her
referring to.
without rivers
Yeah.
of blood. And without the dragon breath and all that stuff.
Well, the funny thing is that the dragon breath is apparently like one of the worst spells against her. Like
Oh,
literally every single spell that like is in
Okay.
the game is better than the dragon stuff.
I did it with no spells. I did it with dual wield halberds for crying out loud.
Apparently that's also a really easy way to do it.
Well, I guess I'd suck then. I didn't have the patience, like, because you can do the runaway thing where then you jump and double attack Ariel and it knocks her over.
gosh.
But, like, it takes forever, and if she life steals off of you for a little bit, then it's like,
Watch
well,
this is
there
actually
goes
just
5 minutes
not.
of.
Watch this is actually just not. You know.
Yeah, it's actually
Malenia.
just the jarhead guy. He already has a model, already.
Alexander. Put some respect on his name. God damn it.
Oh, that's his actual name?
Yeah. You
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
great.
You don't know Alexander's name. You didn't talk to
Say
his.
my name.
You didn't talk to his friend, the little guy at the village.
Wait, no. I know Alexander. I'm talking about the Lemmy Solar.
Oh.
The true jar, man.
Oh my gosh! Look at this
Holy
box.
shit, that is gorgeous.
Okay.
This is something like We will make a lot of people very jealous.
Yeah.
Like-
This is something you put definitely in the back here. Okay, so let me make sure I'm opening this properly here.
The Elden box was shattered.
Oh my god. It's so big.
It's beautiful.
Wait.
Oh my god. I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella.
And I have never known defeat.
Holy shit.
I am not going to be that person that leaves it mint in the box. I am going to open this shit and show
Oh,
you all,
absolutely.
'cause this
Absolutely.
is something else here. Oh my god.
Does the arm come off? No.
Okay.
Her whole intro
that.
cutscene was so fucking cool.
Right? Oh my god.
Oh.
She's heavy too. It's not like
Yeah, that looked heavy.
it's not like a. Let me take that.
Oh my god. So we got two best girls. Wait, I need to. I'm gonna take Yui out of the box to.
No.
Yes. Yeah. They will stand next to each other as peers and equals.
They both got defeated by the main character.
God damn it.
Holy shit, this is too cool.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, this is some thumbnail shit right
Yeah.
here. Just like
Uh-huh. That is
like soy face and everything. Just like
Like, look at that.
it's so cool.
Look at that.
Like it's all one thing except for the blade.
Uh-huh.
Which makes sense, right? The blade
Right.
is something that doesn't necessarily occupy an efficient amount of space. It really like extends out like a lot. But to put this in perspective, y'all, this is 10 inches right here. Like I know what my hand can do right there. So this is about a 10-inch model here.
Wow.
Holy shit. That is fucking awesome. Now, I'm going to see if there's any kind of like extra thing like to put with it, or if this is just the display case here.
Okay, I just want to point out,
Okay, you want us to like do battle here?
who's best girl? You tell me.
Oh, you're approaching me.
Yep.
Girl, you don't even
Wait.
have a face.
Oh my god, no.
Get
no,
good,
no.
bitch.
Being beaten by some long-haired girl that just sits in a room by herself all day.
That's cold.
No, I know that was a bit.
You're just salty. You're just, like
that was a bit.
my
much.
Malenia salt isn't even that bad. Like,
No, I know.
Like I eventually
I wasn't talking about
I eventually
Malenia.
no. I wonder who you
Yeah.
were talking about. Okay, so let me read the back here. Elden Ring. I doubt you could even imagine it. That which commanded the stars, giving life its fullest brilliance. The Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring. Shattered by someone or something. Don't tell me you don't see it. Look up at the sky. It burns. Okay, but this box too, my dude.
That
I
box
feel like
is
my
fucking
cat,
awesome.
my inner cat's coming out. I'm like, but the box.
Okay, I feel
Like-
like this is the kind of thing where you
Look at
actually
that.
just set her
You just set her
inside
in
it.
there. Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
a display because you get the background and it's the
Yep.
place where she fought Radon.
Oh my god.
That's-
also,
that's
that's
the
some
dopest
bullshit.
shit.
The fact that Radon ended up like beating her somehow.
Not beating her. They just fought to a standstill and they scorched Kaled from. Well, no, she scorched Kaled. But
Okay.
the thing is, in some ways, she got out better than he did because he ended up rotted and
she
mad.
just lost an arm.
And she just, well, yeah. Yeah,
I think she lost
she
an
already
arm.
had that as a mechanical
okay.
arm, I think, at that point.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She's a Valkyrie.
Queen.
But, oh my god. Oh, also,
yeah.
forgot about this.
Right.
Thank you for this. It says Made in
Oh.
Abyss on the side.
Yes,
though.
the white whistle.
Yep, that's
All
what I
right.
thought it was. Yep.
Yep. Now, does it work? Does it work?
This is so
That is
cool.
awesome.
Holy shit. No, it does not. I'm trying to whistle into it myself. Whoa.
Wait, isn't there something that like white whistles do when you whistle into them?
Let's see if there's a string for this one. I don't think there is.
I mean,
you
this
can use
is
whatever you want.
This is a girthy enough whistle that you'll find your own string for this.
That's true. Yeah, you get your own like chain link, or what
Exactly.
have you. Or links of chain. To be accurate here.
Malenia is what's
really
at the
cool.
bottom of the abyss.
You get to the bottom of the abyss and the things
I
start
am
getting a little bit
Malenia.
red and
Yeah.
rotted and stuff.
Blade of Miquella.
And you just hear sounds of gamer salt and screaming.
Oh no, Regu, run!
But in classic fashion of how to actually beat Malenia, you just
Stay
charge
far away.
up far away and shoot some really overpowered magic shit, and she just slowly walks towards you, and then blah, she goes immediately into phase 2, right? Problem is that Reg doesn't have enough stamina to go for phase 2 immediately, so then he
has the
loses
one shot
immediately.
and yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, bleeding from every orifice, there will be new orifices when she's done with you. Yeah.
But Joel, thank you so much for sending us these gifts. Thank you so much for making this an amazing birthday. Oh
Yeah.
my God. You guys are awesome. We have the P.O. Box address in the description below. Yeah. But again, if you don't want to send us like any like stuff or what have you, a letter is just wonderful. We love reading the letters so much. So thank you for that. And again, no consumables or living things, of course. But yeah, take care, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. We will try to do these monthly if there's, a few things and stuff like that. But if the videos are only going to be, 5 or 6 minutes or what have you, we'll just wait and do it in the next thing there. But thank you very much, and we'll see you all in the next one.
Take care.